In our learning target video in vocab, we had standard form defined for us. It's essentially rewriting the polynomial in the proper order, highest degree first, and then we write each term in descending order for the degree of each term. So part A, when we have to rewrite this in standard form, let's identify the degree of each term. So this is a 7x to the first power that has a degree of 1. The 5 is your constant with a degree of 0. X to the third has a degree of 3. X to the fourth has a degree of 4. And x squared has a degree of 2. So we want to identify the largest degree. That's going to be the term that has the x to the fourth. And we're going to start with that term. The thing we just want to be careful about is not losing the sign of each term. It says plus 6x to the fourth, so that's a positive 6x to the fourth. Now we're going to go in descending order. We're going to look for anything that has an x to the third power. Here's an x to the third, but we have subtraction in front, so we want to carry down that minus x to the third power. Then any x squared, we've got a minus 3x squared. Then any x to the first powers, that 7x out front doesn't have a plus or minus in front of it, but because it's positive, we're going to say plus 7x. And then, so that's our degree of 1. Anything with a degree of 0 is our constant term, which that minus 5 will carry down. And there's our standard form for that polynomial. So not too bad once we kind of just understand what it is. Every answer you guys give needs to be in standard form. So this is the proper form for any polynomial that you write. All right, so part B, the 7 has a degree of 0. This is an x to the third power, so this term has a degree of 3. This term has a degree of 2. So we're going to take the highest degree first, that x to the third. So that whole term, negative 3x to the third power. Now we look for anything that's x squared. We have that plus 6x squared. Do we have any x to the first? Because that would be next, and you can see we don't. But we do have that constant term of 7, so that's going to go on the end. It's positive, so we'll say plus 7. All right, part C, let's identify our degrees. This first term has a degree of 1. This constant has a degree of 0. And this last one has a degree of 2. So 2 is the highest. We're going to start with that term, negative 8y squared. We're going to bring the 2y down. It's positive, so plus 2y, and then minus 3. And then while we're at it, why don't we name these also? This first polynomial has a degree of 4, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms. So it's a fourth degree, and then anything that's more than 3 terms, we just call it a polynomial. So this is a fourth degree polynomial. It's just good to keep going over the vocab. All right, this next one has a degree of 3, so it's cubic, and it has 1, 2, 3 terms. So anything with 3 terms is a trinomial, so this is a cubic trinomial. All right, our last one has a degree of 2. That makes it quadratic, and it has 1, 2, 3 terms. That makes it a trinomial. So this is a quadratic trinomial.